Of football tonight. It's the district semifinal round of the high school football state playoffs. Savannah hosted Smithville in a battle of ranked Class 4 juggernauts. In Class 2, Lawson had a rematch with undefeated Mid-Buchanan in Fawcett. In Class 1, both West and North Platte had home playoff games. In 8-man, big rematches with Mound City, Nottoway Valley, and King City, Pattonsburg. And in Kansas, Riverside had another battle with Centralia. All that and more on Football Tonight.
The legacy of Football Tonight.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Football Tonight. We've got an exciting show for you.
One of the great things that high school football brings out are the rivalries. Towns get behind their teams, schools trading wins each season.
This show, really at this level in the small market television, set the tone.
This is what it's all about.
And with that, welcome into the second round of the high school football playoffs version of Football Tonight. I'm Chris Roush. That is Brett Kennedy. These playoff matchups getting more and more interesting now as we get deeper into the postseason.
Yeah, we had some close games. We had some blowouts. We had a big-time upset on the Kansas side tonight that not a lot of people saw coming. A little bit of everything tonight in round 2 in the district semifinals.
But, Brett, we need to start with one of the top matchups in all of Class 4.
And nothing says a big-time football game than the top 2 of the top 3 teams in Class 4. Let's start in Savannah as the number 2 Savages hosted number 3 Smithville. Savages beat Smithville in this game on the road last year, 11-10 in the district semifinals. Aiden Knechtenhofer on Savannah's first drive, first down. That would lead to a missed field goal, but sophomore Makai King puts the Savages in the end zone early in the second quarter to put Savannah up 7-0. Smithville's turn after Anthony Hayes loving that. Here comes Quentin Morris taking off for a big first down, or actually that's going to be a touchdown there from big number 44. That would be Clevenger to tie up the game at 7. There's a pumpkin moon in on this night, and here's Morris rushing down, getting Smithville in business there with the big first down to put them in business. Then the Clevenger touchdown would follow, and then here's Rylanton Cook, the junior for the Savages. Number 1 takes off. How about an 80-yard touchdown run from number 1? Savages win 21-10. They head back to play in another district championship.
All right, up in Maryville, the Hound Pound Spoofhounds in Class 3 semifinals, hosting their playoff game against Pembroke Hill. And the Hound Pound, after Maryville's punt on the first drive, Pembroke Hill runs it in for the first score of the game. PAT makes it 7-0, but here come the Spoofhounds. Tally Weston ties it up with his score in a PAT. Shortly after, Pembroke Hill's Shelly Braden overthrows the receiver. Lucas Ziegler picks off the pass, goes down around the 40-yard line. Then Sadler View scores his first of 3 touchdowns of the game to make it 13-7 Hounds on Maryville's next drive. View bobbles the snap, but somehow finds a way, gets through some tacklers, breaks some tackles as well. He gets in to score. The Spoofhounds go up 21-7. Then after Pembroke Hill returned a touchdown for a score, make it 21-14. Snap goes over the punter's head. George Coleman with the scoop and score to tie it up at 21-all. But Maryville, don't count that team out. View, his 3rd touchdown of the first half, makes it 28-21. Hounds roll 55-33 on to the district title game. All right, now who will they play? Well, it will be the Richmond Spartans as they top Chillicothe tonight 24-19 in the Class 3 other district semifinal.
Coming up in the show, we dive into Class 2 as undefeated Mid-Buchanan had a rematch with Lawson in Fawcett.
And in Class 1, North Platte hosting the Gallatin Bulldogs in the postseason, and Dearborn Tonight Football Tonight returns right after this quick break. Class 2 postseason, second-ranked Mid-Buchanan Dragons in a rematch with number 9 in the state Lawson Cardinals down in Fawcett tonight, who advances to a district title game. The Dragons beat the Cardinals 35-21 in the regular season back in September. Whole new ball game. Late first, 7-6 mid-buck. Cardinals driving Grayson Smith to his tight end. Brogan Crawford for the score. Touchdown Cardinals 13-7. Lawson with the PAT. And then ensuing drive. Nobody there to get the handoff, and Crawford takes it himself in for a touchdown. Lawson rolling early in the first, 19-7 ball game. Hey, young Fritz isn't worried or he loves TV time like his dad does too. Handoff goes to Creighton House, gets blocks and goes to the outside. Hard running back to bring down. Later in the drive, House again. Nice job keeping his feet, going back up inside. And then guess who? House again, running like his dad circa early 2000s North Andrew football. That's a big House run there. He scores. Mid-Buchanan leads 28-19 at the break. They go on to win this one 63-37, improved to 10-0 on the season. They head to the district title game.
And who will they face? Cameron, the Dragons welcomed in South Harrison in the Class 2 district semis. Little GRC-MEC matchup. The Bulldogs started out with the ball. They get it going with Cray Coffey blasting through a defender. Unfortunately, the drive would stall out on fourth down as Jet Cornett rolls out, throws it up to Cale Taggart, but he can't bring it down. Dragons would take over on downs, and here comes Big Chase Bell. Number 22, look out, dragging defenders downfield. Next play, Bell taking it to the house. Blasting through, going through the Bulldog defenders down the field to put Cameron in the end zone. They would get the two-pointer as well. Talon Edens diving in to make it 8-0 at that point. After trading empty drives, the Dragons look to be ready to extend the lead, but the ball here is going to be knocked backwards, and it's Brendan Hoover with the recovery for the Bulldogs. South Harrison would once again face fourth down, only this time they get a fake punt. Cornett to Galloway, but it's blown up right away. Dragons go right back down the field. Bell, his second touchdown of the first half to net the 2 points, 16-0 Dragons. Then it's Cornett, the rainbow to Galloway, but it's Carter Flick with the pass breakup. Cameron would take a 16-0 lead into halftime and pull away in the second half to win 46-0. They will now face the Mid-Buchanan Dragons in a conference championship game next week.
All right, switching to Class 1 semifinals. Number 13, North Platte welcoming Gallatin tonight. Starting off in the second half of this one, Gallatin needing a score. Junior quarterback Reed Henry delivers, finds Eli Sperry in the end zone on fourth down. Big play for Gallatin. On the two-point try, Henry, he can throw the football. He can also call his own number two. Powers his way in, making the score 22-8. Next drive for North Platte, though. Dylan Armstrong looks right, tucks it, runs it, and he's got some running room to the outside. No one is going to get him on the way in for the score. Touchdown North Platte on their two-point try. Armstrong, when it works once, why not just do it again? Out of the gun, takes it himself, follows his blockers for two. At the end of the third, Gallatin would score two more times in the fourth, but it's not enough. North Platte advances with a 30-22 victory.
In Weston, number 7 West Platte hosted number 17 Hamilton in the Class 1 District Semifinals KCI matchup. Let's start it out with the Blue Jays. First drive of the game, Jet Chandler fakes the run, and he's going to find Mark Sanders running free down the field to open up the ball game. That's a touchdown for the Blue Jays. And it's Joe Blake, the senior. He would hit the extra point and make it 7-0. Chandler was not done. He's going to drop back for West Platte, and he puts this one in the bucket to his guy, Blaze Masoner. Great football name. Over-the-shoulder touchdown catch, 14-0 West Platte. Then late in the second quarter, Blue Jays looking for more, but Owen Moss for the Hornets steps up and puts an end to this drive with the nice interception there from number 8. The Blue Jays and their high-powered offense would take over in the second half, though, and they lead them to a 42-0 win over Hamilton to advance.
All right, and another district Class 1 semifinal. Number 5 Putnam County putting it on Highland tonight, 60-7 in that ball game. And the Polo Panthers facing Adrian tonight. The Blackhawks, though, rolling to a 47-0 victory.
Coming up in the show, we get into the 8-man football playoffs. Bishop of Blonde hosted Stewartsville Osborne tonight in town.
In King City, a rematch with Pattonsburg in the postseason. Now we'll be right back here on Football Tonight.
Let's dive into the 8-man high school football playoffs. The district semifinals. Bishop of Blonde had its first playoff game this evening as it hosted the Stewartsville Osborne Wildcards here in town. It's the first time these two have ever met, let alone in the playoffs. Golden Eagles up 46-14 at the break. Chuck Davis, man, they're looking good, the Golden Eagles. Third quarter, junior Ian Saunders throws up a pop fly that's intercepted by senior Cole Segrist. The nice, great run back from number 3, putting Bishop of Blonde in business. But on the very next play for the Golden Eagles, they're trying to move the ball, but they cough it up and recovers by the Wildcards. It's Anthony Manley. Great play there to get the ball back. That led to Saunders finding the junior Cooper Langley deep, the juggling touchdown for Stewartsville Osborne to put them in business, but LeBlond had an answer. Senior Cole Aberer right up the gut for a long touchdown run for the Golden Eagles. But the Wildcards, they kept firing away tonight, trying to stay in this one. Saunders going deep to junior Elliot Stakowski for a long touchdown for the co-op. But LeBlond kept finding ways to keep ahead all night. Senior Cooper Tabor to senior Satchel Studer. Watch this catch. Man, stretching out for that one. Golden Eagles go on to win 64-36 to the district championship game.
All right, St. Joseph Christian, South Holden, Town 9 district semifinals. Winner plays LeBlond next week. Knights lead 24-16 at the break, trying to extend it. Colton Fancher on 4th down to the end zone, but Jackson Korthbank knocks it away. Great play in the back of the end zone, 4th down stand. Ensuing drive, it's 4th down for the Lions. Cameron Nolan makes a great play to force a turnover on downs for the Knights. So back to the Knights, and guess what? Another 4th down. Tanner Mill not able to bring it in as Preston Davis there to disrupt things. Another 4th down stop. Go to the 4th, still 24-16. Lions side the 10. Noah Dudek racing to the pylon. Touchdown SJC. It's a 2-point game, 24-22. The Lions score a couple more times. Finish with a goal line stand. They win 36-30, advancing to the district title game next week.
The number 1 ranked team in the state in 8-man, the Rockport Blue Jays, hosted East Atchison in the district semis, and 74-12, the Blue Jays win to advance. And the number 4 Worth County Tigers hosted Albany in the playoffs tonight in Grant City, and the Tigers win as well, big time, 74-16.
Still ahead in the show, number 7 Nottoway Valley hosting Mount City in a 275 matchup and a rematch this time in the postseason.
And on the Kansas side, Riverside had a rematch at Centralia in the 1A Regional. We'll have that and more back on Football Tonight after the break.
More 8-man football, where the over-under should always be set at about 99.5 points. And this one of those games where that's pretty appropriate to do. Pattonsburg, King City, district semifinal game. Pattonsburg defeated King City 58-42 in the regular season. What would happen tonight? Pattonsburg hosting King City in the district semis. This one started with a bang. On the kick return, senior Ryder Sample gets the ball, finds some space on his run, and wins the foot race against all of Pattonsburg's defenders on the kickoff. King City jumps out quickly in this one. Then Pattonsburg down 8-0, looking to respond. Quarterback Gage Fortner, quick throw over the middle, finds receiver Wyatt Mays, just keeps breaking tackles, and he goes for 6 of his own. I told you 8-man football does this type of stuff. Then up 2 in the first, King City back with the football. Landon Carlson, his first pass of the game, rolls out, pressure in his face, unleashes and heaves it. Samples down there somewhere for 6. Add on to the lead. King City rolling early. After a crucial 4th down stop at the 1-yard line, Carlson fakes handoff, takes it himself, and he goes all the way for a score of his own. 22-6 King City at this point. King City goes on to win this one 70-60. See, look, 130 points. Take the over.
Speaking of rematches, number 7 Nottoway Valley went up against Mound City in Burlington Junction in a 275 action. Thunder beat the Panthers 44-32 in the regular season. Here's Cooper Snotterly, the senior. That's a touchdown, 8-0, Thunder early. Then it's Braxton McGinnis. Watch this play. Scrambling around, looking like, man, Fran Tarkenton, Mike Vick. And then he finds Jax Cowden in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
Fran may be a little bit.
Yeah, Fran, yeah, I'm showing my NFL films.
Age?
Age there. Cooper Snotterly, another touchdown there. And then it's Snotterly. He's going to hit Ty Hoyt. And here comes number 21 showing off his speed, getting by everybody. That's going to be a long touchdown. And Hoyt was not done. Watch number 21 takes the pitch. He's going to cut all the way to the right, and then he's going to go all the way back to the left. And it was that kind of night for Mound City. The Thunder win big, 66-20.
All right, Kansas side of things. Riverside, a rematch with Centralia in the Class 1A Regional. Panthers beat Cyclones 14-7 just 2 weeks ago. 14-0 Riverside upon arrival. Centralia quarterback Quentin Aldifer. I'll do it myself. He runs about half of the field for 6, but failed PAT after this score. Cyclone cheer squad, they travel well. They're not bothered by that score not long after. Home team kicking off to start a new possession. Cyclones returning it. Chase Hewins puts everyone in the Cyclone storm as he takes it all the way for a score. 20-6 Riverside, trying to pull off the upset of Centralia. Now Big Blue doesn't take long to make it back down the field though in this one. Senior running back Elijah Moore, he's going to do his thing here. Just runs over and around some defenders, gets in for 6. Riverside goes on to defeat Centralia 41-26. Riverside will face Jackson Heights in the state sectional round next weekend.
And the Troy Trojans faced 1 seed St. Mary's Colgan in Pittsburgh, Kansas in the 1A Regional tonight. And the Trojans unfortunately get shut out on the road 56-0. They finish with a 6-4 record in their final year of 11-man before going to 8-man next year.
All right, don't go anywhere. After the break, Brett and I will discuss some of the interesting district championship matchups that are on the schedule for next weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're at the district semifinals in the books, which means now it's time to look at district championship matchups for next weekend. Let's go ahead and start taking a look at those matchups. Class 4, Savannah once again facing Kearney for the district championship. Kearney won that matchup last season 34-7. It was a good one for the first half of that one, but Kearney went on to be the state champion. So Savannah, a tough test next week. Class 3, the Maryville Spoofhounds, they'll host Richmond next week in the district championship game in Class 3, District 8. Class 2, MEC KCI matchup. Cameron Dragons, West Bell's team going to play Aaron Fritz and Mid-Buchanan Dragons in a battle of the Dragons in that one. Class 1, we have a rematch of the Platts in Weston. West Platte and North Platte in their district championship game. West Platte beat North Platte 41-34 just 2 weeks ago. Battle for the tobacco pipe on the line once again. Now it's for a district title. 8-man, we have 3 games of interest. 2 ranked matchup, number 9 King City at number 4 Worth County in Grant City. Number 1 Rockport hosting number 7 Nottoway Valley in Rockport. And then here in town, Bishop of Blonde, they will host St. Joseph Christian in their district championship game next week. Also, on the Kansas side, Riverside.
Man.
Getting into the next round. They won a regional tonight over Centralia. They have Jackson Heights next week. Going to be a very good game next week. Riverside, what back-to-back years has been so far for that program in Bryce Payton?
That was the shock of the night because the number 3 team on the east side was Centralia, and for Riverside to go in there and not only win but win handily.
Yep.
That and they lost to Centralia 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
14-7, and it was a great showing from the Cyclones. And Bryce Payton has his guys fired up, and they were young a couple years ago, but they've really matured this year, this Cyclones group. But now they go to Jackson Heights, who is undefeated next week in the regional. That will be an interesting matchup there for sure.
And that one, we talked about it already, but we have Savannah and Kearney. Again, another rematch of last year. Kearney was the favorite last year. They were probably the favorite going into Class 4 this year, but Savannah, they have spoiler on their mind next week as well.
Yeah, and Anthony Hayes and those guys, they'll be fired up because that's the team who defeated them last year to end their season at Kearney. And now we get a rematch between the two. Savannah's 1 year wiser this year. They've got a dual threat quarterback tandem of that guy right there, Aiden Knechtenhofer, and then you could put Kaylor Schrick out there as well. They've got the weapons, Makai King, Rylanton Cook. So we'll see, but they've got a tough up on defense against Kearney and on the road for sure.
Yeah, and you look at it, you also have KCI matchups with West Platte and North Platte, Cameron and Mid-Buck, and a very intriguing different one, but those are two physical teams. They'll have a very good game next week as well. Then you have 8-man football, a lot of good teams, a lot of good ranked teams still left, and of course Bishop LeBlond and St. Joe Christian here in town next week too.
Yeah, that'll be fun to have local teams there. And how about Rockport taking on Nottoway Valley again? That's going to be fun. Remember, Brock Holmes had like 800 yards rushing in that game and had 8 rushing touchdowns, I believe. So we'll see how many yards he has this time around. That's going to be fun to watch as well.
Plenty of games next week, but that will do it for us this week on football tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again next Friday night. Have a good weekend.
The legacy of football tonight.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Football Tonight. We got an exciting show for you.
One of the great things that high school football brings out are the rivalries. Towns get behind their teams, schools trading wins each season.
This show, really at this level in the small market television, set the tone.
This is what it's all about.